Actually, nanalo nga ako. I got sad right after. Like umiyak ako. I mean, I thought na I'd be happy to win my first championship. Pero, yun, naiyak ako dahil naawa ko sa brother ko. It was his last year.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening everyone and welcome to another episode of 2OT Live here on Facebook. Ako po si Carlo Pamintuan with Magu Marjon at dahil naiinis na si Magu na puro atinista daw yung gine-guest namin, sinigurado namin na represented din ang Lasal. So we have Jeron Teng joining us for this episode. JT,
Animo!
for joining us.
Hello, thank you Sir Magu, Sir Carlo for having me here sa show niyo.
Jeron, bago natin balikan o halukayin yung basketball journey mo, meron akong isang question muna sa'yo dahil kagabi lang nabalikan ko yung ginawa ng Sports 5 na special sa'yo on your PBA draft day. Ba't asul yung suot mo nun? Di ka ba nangati?
Oo, di ko rin naisip yun. Wala, tapos na ako sa college para transitioning na to PBA. Ganun. Pero sa college, birang-bira ako mag-blue.
Yan. Of course, Jeron was the number 5 overall pick of the Alaska Aces and was a member of the All-PBA Rookie Team for 2018. And eto nga, no? Paganda na ng paganda yung nilalaro mo at tawag dito, lumalaki na yung papel mo or bumibigat na yung responsibilities mo sa yung team sa Alaska. And then this all of a sudden hit us. So parang, back to square one tayo? Or anong dating sa'yo na itong nangyaring pandemic, quarantine, and everything?
Well, syempre, medyo setback rin siya because, yun nga, I was gaining momentum na and I was getting my rhythm with Coach Jeff and we were really happy sa mga pre-season games namin coming to the supposedly yung March. Kaso ito, naudlot. So, but now, iniisip ko na lang parang blessing in disguise din kasi yun nga, medyo yung time na yun, medyo nag-tight pa rin yung hamstring ko. So, now it's fully healed. So, yun, I'm mas excited din ako for the next. Hopefully, matuloy this year.
Yun yung sinasabi ni LA Tenorio sa atin the other night, Carlo, na ngayon, walang dahilan ng fatigue factor, injury. Lahat ngayon, pagbalik, lahat sigurado magpapakita because everybody should be good, right?
True. Tsaka, dito rin makikita kung paano nagpe-prepare talaga yung players on its own. Kasi, syempre, walang team practices. So, sariling sikap talaga, sariling pagpapakondisyon.
And it is something that you also do with your teammates sa Alaska kasi lalo na nung ECQ, ang dalas nyo ipakita nung sabay-sabay kayo nag-Zoom workout na talk us through how important that was to still, see your teammates kahit nasa ganong paraan lang.
Syempre, yun, we do that kasi weekly. And actually, this week, we've been doing it every day. So, naka 5 straight days na kami. Tomorrow, we have 1 more. So, we're hoping nga sana makabalik na kasi nakapagod din yung workout namin. Pero, what's good about it kasi pinagandaan talaga ng medical team namin, yung mga trainers namin, so mga doctors, sila coaches, like may program talaga. So we started very light, tapos every week it progresses. So nakikita naman namin yung development namin. I mean, mas lalo kami nako-condition ngayon.
Pero in spite of your discipline to really mag-workout pa rin talaga, usually yung mga ganyang programa, Jeron, sanay ka na dyan all your life, you've been doing this. Merong pag-peak yan eh. Hindi kayo natatakot na dahil uncertain pa tayo kung kailan babalik. Baka masunog naman kayo or pwedeng bumalik sa light ulit yan. Paano diskarte kaya?
As of now naman, yung ginagawa namin, intense workout pero very limited time lang. So, hindi siya super tagal. Mm-hmm. And for us kasi parang it's better to prepare na our bodies kasi syempre matagal kami mga players, this is the longest time na we're not playing full court, we're not playing basketball. So, mahirap pa kapag balik namin, syempre, yung excitement, baka, di ba, parang biglang gumalaw ako, biglang may bibigay. So, we're trying to avoid that. So, now, we're simulating yung ginagawa namin yung movement sa practices sa game. So it's good actually to injury prevention also.
JT, we saw an exchange between you and Asi Taulava on Twitter from a statement na binitawan niya dito sa 2OT. Marang he told us that his welcome to the PBA moment was courtesy of your father's elbow to his head in practice. Tapos parang lokohan kayo ni Asi on Twitter. But just going back to your earliest memories of watching your dad play basketball, ano yung mga pinaka-naaalala mo tungkol sa kanya and those moments in your childhood?
Actually, yung napapanood kasi siya medyo yung pa-retire na siya so hindi na siya masyadong nagagamit. So, yun, natutuwa ako sa mga ganong stories na narinig ko about my dad. Basta alam ko lang from my dad and sinasabi naman niya sa akin yun na yung nasa PBA siya, he wasn't really that talented. Pero yung dahil sa sipag niya, sa hard work niya, and he really embraced being a defensive player. Kaya siya naging tumagal at you can say na naging successful din yung career niya sa PBA.
Sa tingin mo, Jeron, dahil yun nga, defensive player yung dad mo, known as the RoboCop, of course, ikaw and pati sa kapatid mo na rin kay Jeric, growing up, of course, you'd have those moments na pagka naglalaro kayo, nagte-train kayo, tinuturuan kayo ni Idol Alvin, yung mga bangga, ikaw kasi kilala ka yung taking contact in mid-air. Kada sasaksak ka, mula nung college ka, hanggang D-League, hanggang sa PBA, yung pag si RoboCop yung binabangga mo mula nung bata ka just to get your shots off. Nakatulong ba sa iyo?
Siguro yung nag-workout ako with my dad, yun lagi yung sinasabi mag-extra. Alam mo yun, parang pang summer dati sa grade school, yung mga ibang friends ko naglalaro na ng PlayStation. Kami sinasabi na mag-extra workout kayo, parang to do push-ups. So I think nakatulong din yun in the long run. And siguro may part din, siguro yung genes ng dad ko. Yung parang ako kasi medyo parang big belt So parang may malalaki yung mga buto. Parang yung sinasabi ng dad ko.
Malaki yung buto, sharp yung siko.
Kasi may mga player, Carlo, di ba? Dati pa, yung mga payat, doon mo makikita yung matalas yung siko. Yung malalapad naman, ginadaan sa tibay ng katawan. Si Alvin Teng, lahat. Sabi nga ni Asi, di ba, hanggang panga daw may muscle si Alvin.
Pero nagulat nga ako doon sa story kasi dad ko, actually, sobrang mabait din talaga yun. I mean,
actually.
Sabi nga ni Kuya Asi, parang baka dad ko mahihiyapin kung natamaan. Parang gano'n, mahilang.
Off the court, actually, ever since from a long time ago, before I even met you, nakilala ko na dad mo, napakabait talaga.
Yep.
Off the court, buti na lang hindi tayo professional player, Carlo, di natin nakasabay si Alvin Teng.
But Jeron, growing up, was there pressure to follow the footsteps of your dad? Siyempre, naging PBA player yung dad mo eh. From the get-go, when you first picked up a basketball, meron bang ganong klaseng pressure sa'yo na dapat yung goal for you is to make it at least to the PBA as well?
Well, there's some kind of pressure. Like when I started being varsity sa Xavier nung grade 2, nakapasok ko, tapos parang may ibang teammates ko sinasabi na nakapasok lang ako because of my dad, of my last thing. Pero for me, more than the pressure, parang it was to my advantage na may someone ako may dad ako na nag-mentor sa akin na what I have to do in order to reach my dreams. And now, nasa PBA ako, so it really happened na tinulungan ako ng dad ko na kailangan gawin, what I have to work on. So, very thankful ako na I have a dad who played in the PBA to guide me.
You already mentioned it way back in the day, Xavier. Talk to us about yung basketball culture ng Xavier. Kasi lalo dyan sa Chonglian, yung liga nyo. It doesn't get any tougher than that. Hanggang ngayon, yung mga kilala kong nag-alumni league sa inyo, sa Xavier, grabe pa rin daw tirahan eh. Well, at least pre-quarantine. Grabe daw ang tirahan up to yung mga edad na namin or mas matanda pa sa akin. Talagang ganun ka-tindi ba yung competition pagdating sa basketball sa Xavier?
Actually, sa Xavier talaga, for the love of the game talaga yung basketball. Kasi wala namang kaming scholarship eh. So, lahat na nagiging athlete sa Xavier, may love talaga yung basketball. So, yeah, I mean, lahat kami all boys. So, I guess, so yun talaga yung hobby dun sa Xavier, really basketball talaga. So, marami rin nagiging players, especially marami sa PBA ngayon, tapos sa collegiate, marami rin. So, happy ako na lagi may Xavier dyan na nasa UAAP.
Kita mo naman yung matitibay dyan. Yung Joseph Yo, yung T.Y. Tang, talaga. And then ito, yung magkapatid na Teng. Pero yun nga, binanggit mo, no scholarship for the love of the game. Yun nga, hanggang sa mga alumni league, wala namang pinaglalabanan doon kung hindi pride. Kung magbasagan daw ng nguso tsaka ng kilay, ganun pa rin eh. So, yung ingrained din sa inyo yung basketball culture na it's all about pride, it's all about love of the game. Ano, Jeron?
Sa Xavier nga, one pride, one glory kami doon. So, talaga, grabe lagi yung pride, lalo na pang kalaban mo yung mga upper batches dun sa Xavier, titirahan talaga. Kaya ako minsan doon, sabi ko, ingat lang, career ko to, parang...
alam mo, Carlo,
ako dito.
Carlo, ang notorious just sa mga alumni league. Hindi lang 3 nagkwento sa akin. Wag mo raw gagawin dumive sa bola. Pag dumive ka sa bola sa alumni league, sigurado may dadive sa ibabaw mo, sa ulo mo tatama. Ngud daw. Yun daw ang uso dyan. Ganun daw ka cutthroat yung laruan. Which is,
naglalaro
everybody loves playing physical. Yun di ba?
Naglalaro si Charles Yu dyan, kaya delikado talaga.
Ako! Si Charles Yu naglalaro din nun. Patay tayo doon.
Nakalaro ko si Charles, pero tinalo namin si Charles ng batch ko.
JT, batiin muna natin yung mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook. Sila Joylyn Abanico, Carlo Reyes, Adrian Lucero Capilitan, si PN Escanio, si Bea Micalier, si Idol Sedev Tupas, Chaka Raneta also watching with JP Antonio, and Wilson Centino watching right now. Jeron,
pati sina Nas Reyes, Jumbo Lorenzo, nabanggit mo na si Chuck, no? Yeah. Magandang gabi sa inyo, mga sirs. Stay home, stay safe, and stay connected to your favorite players from the PBA.
Saka Airpods ko, hi to my dad, also watching right now. Jeron, may nagtanong na rin kanina dito sa comments on Facebook. Your highest scoring performance in Xavier. Ano nangyari doon? Was it just one of those games na lahat ng binitawan mo pumasok talaga? Players talk about being in the zone. Can you explain to us what happened in that particular game?
Actually, that day was really special. I just felt everything was going my way that time. Parang all my shots were going in. And I think malaking factor din kasi like that year, I came from playing in the national team So mataas yung moral ko, mataas yung confidence ko. Yung national team with sila Coach Eric, kasama ko si Kiefer nun So pagbalik ko sa Xavier, parang one level higher na ako against the competition Tsaka sa Chongyan yun So yun, thankful din ako na yung si coach ko noon, si Coach Badal Reyes, he really supported me. And yung mga teammates ko rin, tinulungan din talaga ako. So, yun, very fortunate din ako nangyari yun dahil nakatulong din yun sa pag-boost ng moral ko sa college sa Lasal.
Kalaban nyo nun yung Grace, and you scored 104 points. Unang-unang tatanong sa'yo dyan, lalo na ng mga old school na Filipino basketball player. Hindi ba nangawit kilikili mo nun? 104 points, pambira naman.
Kala ko ilang assist Hindi ko maalala.
Binanggit mo na si Charles Chu, hindi na uso assist sa usapan na to. wala ring assist yun.
Ano shooting mo nun? Like was it mostly inside? Did you take threes? Naalala mo po ba paano mo nabuo yung 104 points?
In high school, di ako nag-3 points talaga. More of drives talaga. I mean, pagka-rebound ko, medyo court-to-court na. Tapos, dami ko rin free throw that time Nasa 27 out of 30 ata ako nun. Mga ganun.
Masakit nga ang katawan nito. That's 15 fouls taken minimum.
Mga ganun.
Yun, Jeron, dito sa mga na-interviews namin on 2OT, maraming mga nag-share nung recruitment nila papuntang college. Nakwento ni Jason Perkins that he was supposed to play for San Beda. I believe si Matthew Wright was supposed to play for Lasal. LA Tenorio wanted to play for UST. Mga hindi natin inaakalang mangyayari dapat.
Oy, Carlo, si James Yap, munti ka maglasal, di ba?
Tama, munti ka maglasal.
Kinuwento rin niya.
Si James Yap. Ikaw, JT, of course, you had a long and successful stint with Lasal. But before you committed to them, were there more schools that tried to get you into their program as well?
Actually, Ateneo. Si Coach Norman, he invited me to visit the campus. So, nag-visit ako, tapos tinur niya ako sa mga dorm and everything. Pero
Bira
at
to si
that
Coach
time
Norman.
kasi medyo inclined na ako sa Lasal talaga. Tsaka NU tried talking to me also. And I really considered it kasi si Coach Eric din, Altamirano. Siyempre, coming from national team. But of course, UST rin dahil doon din yung brother ko. Pero wala ever since talaga Lasal was my dream school na So, lucky ako na ni-recruit talaga nila ako.
And then, first year mo sa Lasal, nag-Rookie of the Year ka. Ganun din ginawa ni Jeric sa UST a couple of years before that or maybe 3 years before that. I'm not sure. Nag-DM ako kay Sir Pong Docanes hindi yata nag-online. May mga tatanong ako sa kanya. Nangyari na ba yun na magkapatid na nag-Rookie of the Year sa UAP o kayo siguro yung first? Hindi ko sure. Wala akong maalala
Probably the first. Yeah, probably the first.
Diba?
But just going back to that decision, Jeron, yung possibility of playing alongside your brother, because nakikita natin throughout history, maraming magkapatid ended up playing for the same team in college, no? Mas mabigat ba talaga yung wanting to play for LaSalle over, the opportunity to play with your brother? And hindi ka ba parang medyo na-attract ng parents mo towards teaming with your brother in UST?
Feeling ko kasi mas maganda rin talaga na maghiwalay kami. Siyempre, pareho kami ng posisyon. And if ever mag-UST ako, parang nasa shadow lang ako ng brother ko. Siyempre, established siya that time. Nag-Rookie of the Year na siya. And ako, I was trying to make a name for myself. And yun nga, siyempre sa Lasal. And ang kumuha kasi sa akin sa Lasal, si Boss Landing din. Siyempre, dad paid for San Miguel before. So, yun, happy rin talaga siya na nakalaro ako for Boss Landing.
He came in also si Coach G pa, yung coach ng De La Salle before he got elevated to Petron. How was Coach G coaching his alma mater as well as your freshman coach?
Thankful ako kay Coach G dahil first rookie year ko pa lang, he really trusted me na. I mean, he gave me playing time and, he allowed me to play. And si Coach G is really a good coach. Ano siya psychologist ata si Coach G. So, he really communicates well with everybody. So, thankful ako na si Coach yung naging first coach ko para yung transition ko from high school to college na padali.
And of course, during that freshman year mo, you hit a game winner against Jeric and UST. How sweet was that? How was the Teng household after that? Nung nag-game winner ka as a rookie against your brother?
Siguro that time, tuwa pa brother ko dahil syempre rookie ako so parang medyo happy siya for me sa progress ko. Pero yun, yung nag-finals kami ng brother ko, hindi na siya natutuwa kung nananalo. Pag-usapan na yun. Yung rookie, nakayaan lang niya ako
Ayos lang.
Second year ko, hindi na, napipigod na
But what was that like? Going in the finals against your brother, it was one of the more hype, head-to-head matches in the recent history ng UAAP. Kasi automatic yung story magkapatid kayo and then you're both key figures for your teams heading into the finals. Did it strain your relationship with your brother? Because you were pursuing the same goal, of course, but then after that, uwi kayo magkasama, makikita kayo sa bahay. How was it like dealing with that kind of pressure?
Yung experience niya for us very unforgettable and yung masasabi mong talaga it made our brotherhood stronger. I mean, during that time, syempre, we wanted to win talaga for our alma mater, for our school. So, and we're both competitive so talaga wala lang bigayan. I mean, laro talaga. I mean, we wanted to win for our schools. And yun lang. I mean, pagdating nun, pagtapos nun, I guess, yun, tawanan na lang kami na yung mga nangyayari. And yun, actually, nanalo nga ako, I got sad right after. Like, umiyak ako. I mean, I thought na I'd be happy to win my first championship, pero yun, naiyak ako dahil naawa ko sa brother ko. It was his last year.
Yeah.
So, yung parang mixed emotions. Tapos brother ko naman, tuwa naman for me dahil syempre, nag-champion na ako. So, yun, ngayon, napag-uusapan pa rin namin ngayon, tiyatawanan na naman namin.
This was also the year where Coach Juno Sauler took over for you guys. And then, yung finals na yun, nanalo pa yata sila Jeric Game 1 di ba? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Before you guys swept the next two, di ba? How was that transition? Medyo shaky pa yata nung una nung kay Coach Juno. First round nyo, hindi ganun kaganda, pero second round, grabe na, nilaro nyo, no?
Okay, Coach Juno, nung first round, 3-4 kami. Tapos we went 11 straight.
7-0.
11 straight hanggang semis, nanalo kami nun. Siguro yung yung peak, nag-peak lang kami at the right time. And, yun, okay din yung team namin, kompleto din kami. Dami namin big guys nun, si Jason Perkins, si Norbert. Tapos may L.E. Revilla pa kami nun, veteran. Tapos, na Arnold. So, marami talaga kami veterans nun, sila Pasotro. So, lucky lang kami na peak kami sa right timing yung peak namin.
One thing that gets thrown around a lot, sometimes recklessly, is the term king, the moniker king. Nung first year mo, when you hit that game winner, everybody was already saying King Archer. Of course, may Renren Ritualo, 4 na championship yun. Yun yung talagang, sa akin kasi personally lang, you gotta win something for you to become a king, di ba? Pagdating mo ng second year, when you finally won that championship, doon na ba tumatak sa'yo na, okay, eto na, pwede na, parang nag-takeover mode na, King Archer na, you've succeeded in one of your first goals, I guess? Yung pressure na yun of having to carry the team. Of course, there were a lot of guys there who were good too, pero everybody was looking at you at that point, di ba?
Siguro yung pressure lang na parang, syempre, tumatagal na ako sa team and may maraming bago sa amin. I mean, gusto ko lang tulungan din sila in a sense na parang maka-transition right away. And lahat ng mga natutunan ko from my veterans before, yun, parang pinapass on ko lang. So, parang lumaki lang yung responsibility ko. And of course, parang, parang lahat para sa one goal lang. I mean, lahat kami together. So, yeah.
Nakwento na nga rin ni Magu, no? After that championship, you were the man for La Salle. With all due respect to all of your teammates who really helped you become successful also, the spotlight was on you during that entire run. The third year mo, na Macbelo kayo. The fourth year also did not make it.
Na Macbelo.
Lahat kasi tinatamaan ng Macbelo di ba? Nakwento na rin ni Kiefer that it was one of the moments na hindi niya makakalimutan na Macbelo din sila. Your fourth year did not make it to the Final Four, but your fifth year, nasabi mo kanina.
And because of that, Carlo, dahil hindi nakapasok sa Final Four, resigned si Coach Juno. Mm-hmm. In comes Coach Alden Ayo, fresh off a championship with Latran, and then pasok sa La Salle.
And then going into your final year, of course, coming off not making it into the Final Four, what was the feel of that team? When did you start thinking na, teka, a championship is a possibility for us?
Well, syempre, after nung fourth year, kasi nangyari nun, parang all year lang, nag-practice kami thinking na we'd have two big guys. Si Arnold Van Hofstad at si Ben Mbala.
Yeah.
Si Ben talaga, pwede na maglaro yun
Yep.
During the Christmas break, parang nagka-issue, nagligang labas siya. So parang, and during that time pala, before siya maglaro, umalis na si Arnold kasi thinking na he wouldn't get much playing time kasi nandun na si Ben
Yeah.
So we ended up not having those two guys. So medyo nahirapan talaga kami. So coming to my fifth year, parang redemption mode talaga na parang hindi na nawala sa isip ko na it's my last year, kailangan ko redemption. I mean, kailangan ko makabawi na hindi kami nakapasok ng Final Four. And syempre, diba, sa La Salle, laking bagay din talaga. I-criticize ko talaga pang hindi nakapasok ng Final Four dahil syempre, diba, may mga recruitments and everything. So, yeah, nung last year talaga, double effort talaga lahat kami with Coach Alden. And mga kay Coach Alden na parang very eager rin siya to prove himself coming from a championship from Latran. So pagdating niya sa La Salle, gusto niya manalo ng championship. So, yun, lahat kami very hungry talaga to win that year.
Ayo Magic, yung Alden Ayo Magic. What changed in your system? Mas ano ba siya? Mas technical or mas ano siya sa emotions niyo or sa mental game? How is he as a head coach actually?
Si Coach Alden, grabe talaga siya, like yung preparation niya sa practices namin. Like with practice 4 to 5 hours a day.
Ooh. Wow.
Like legit. I mean, even a day before with practice 4 hours, mag-run lang kami ng plays kasi ang dami niyang plays eh. Like, siguro all in all, may mga 30 or 40 plays siya pinaparun sa amin. And kailangan lahat alam namin yung mga plays from player 1 to player 15. So, yun, minsan mga 2 hours, nag-run lang kami ng play. I mean, ang tagal-tagal ng mga practice siya. I mean, very talaga siya. Very detailed. And lagi siyang may baon ng play. So, yun yung gusto niya. Lagi may baon. So, sa defense, puro kami trap. So, yun, I mean, grabe rin talaga. Doon nata ako pinakamagkaan eh. Yung buong college. Kasi every morning, pinapatakbo rin niya kami sa labas ng school, papuntang anong ano yan?
Rizal?
Sofitel, papuntang Sofitel.
Oh, hanggang doon ha?
Pagbalik, umaga.
Sa likod.
So, very conditioned talaga kami lahat nun.
May question dito, Jeron. Sabi niya, nagpabigatan ba kayo ng bench press ever ni Coach Aldin?
Parang never Pero grabe magbuhat si Coach Aldin.
Kung ima-matchup, kaya ba? Grabe ang katawan din ni Coach Aldin eh.
Oo, grabe si Coach Aldin.
Pero Alvin Teng versus Alden Ayo bench press, ano yan?
Iba yan.
Papalagyan. Lalaban yan. Jeron, we often talk about yung press with Coach Aldin. Of course, it's been a signature for LaSalle, di ba? From Coach Franz Pumaren and all of that success na nakuha ng LaSalle because of that. But physically, how demanding was it for you and the rest of your teammates to be committed to that? Nagtawa ba kayo ever dun sa kakapress nyo? Because you never stopped eh.
I guess it really takes commitment then also. I mean, we all had to lose weight that time. And syempre, it's not also helping if you're feeling something. Kaya kung may nasasaktan ka, tapos, diba? I mean, pang puro press, minsan nasusunog ka rin din talaga eh. I mean, so, yun, ganung like, we really sacrificed talaga. We spent more time sa gym and sa mga PT namin for our recovery. Kasi di rin biro yung pinagdaanan naming trainings eh. So, grabe. So, we needed to spend more time sa recovery namin.
This was the year the Green Archers went 12-0, di ba? And then dropped one to Ateneo and then won the last one and then all the way na. Nung first year mo, you had a game winner against UST. Nung second year mo, there was a game winner against Ateneo. Una muna yung dalawang yun. Which one was the sweeter one? Against your brother or against the arch rival of De La Salle?
Feel ko against Ateneo.
Narinig mo yun, Carlo? Narinig mo yun?
Kasi torn siya ng UST eh. Nalungkot siya para dun sa brother niya sa UST. Nung Ateneo, sobrang saya lang niya.
Iba rin talaga pang Ateneo eh. Kasi, syempre, I have friends also na from Xavier na nagpunta ng Ateneo. So yung lokohan ng LaSalle Ateneo, grabe rin talaga, especially in college. So,
and then yung last championship na yun, you went out with a bang. Did you go off for 28 points or something? And that's in game 2 of the sweep. Talagang diin na diin yung ginawa nyo nun. Yun yung redemption talaga para sa LaSalle, ano?
Yeah, syempre, there's nothing sweeter than winning your last year. Eh. So, parang good exit. So, we all really wanted to win. Kasama ko si Jason din nun.
Ang LaSalle palaging may redeem team, ano, Carlo? Even nung nasuspend back in the day in the 2000s, 2007, nagka-redeem team yung LaSalle. And then this time around, nung nangyari kay Embala, and Jeron's 4th year, 5th year, yung galit lumalabas talaga, no? Baka kailangan may mangyaring ganun ulit. Yeah.
Sana. Kasi di sila nakapasok din last year eh. So, with Coach Dindo, hopefully, mabreak yung winning tradition sa LaSalle.
Coach Derek.
Ay, Coach Derek.
Oy, nanonood
Si Manong.
Nanonood si Ate Joanne. Si Ate Joanne, Natural Clerigo, watching right now. Pati si Kathleen Love Tubo, mga katrabaho natin sa TV5. I hope that you're all doing great kung nasaan man kayo ngayon. Jeron, to the surprise of absolutely no one, you were drafted first overall sa PBA D-League by AMA. But we know the situation with AMA. They get the top pick, but in terms of a team, dahil hindi sila entirely school-based, it's a bunch of pieces that they put together and then add a superstar to it, hoping that it will be competitive. Coming from a team na kasing ganda ng plano as La Salle, na ganun kahaba yung winning tradition, was it a difficult adjustment to play for AMA and the PBA League?
Yeah, syempre may adjustment talaga, and I just took it as a challenge. Kasi yung mga ibang teams, malalakas din talaga dun eh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I syempre, AMA drafted me. So parang, I just played for them. And nakakatuwa rin sa AMA dahil parang di ako nawala sa college eh. Yung school spirit nandun. Especially on my first game with AMA, na puno talaga yun ng puro AMA students. So very nakakatuwa na first game ko, dami nanood. So I felt like I was still in college. So happy
ako. Ito ba yung naka-40 ka?
42.
42?
Parang yung first game ko.
42 yan.
And nakapasok din kami ng quarters din nun eh.
Yeah.
Kasama ko si Wami Yongson. Pero iniwanan ko ni Wami nung kinuha siya ng NLEX.
Oo eh.
Kinuha ni Coach Cheng.
Sumampa ng PBA.
Pero napansin din natin noon, Jeron, even back in college naman, you'd average 7-8 rebounds a game easy. Pagdating mo sa PBA D-League, yung near double-double, nandun pa rin naman, your points will always be there, hovering around 20. And then your rebounds were still there, 8, 9, 10. Pero napansin natin nung naglalaro ka sa PBA D-League, especially bago ka mag-flying VPing second yung sa AMA, parang dinadagdag mo yung, parang sinusubok mo talagang maging mas more well-rounded because I think you went off for a couple of triple-doubles, and kahit hindi triple-double, a lot of times, nasa 7, 8, 9 assists yung stat line mo, mas may conscious effort ba sa yung bubuin mo yung laro mo instead of just being you as a potential double-double machine? Dinagdagan mo ba talaga?
Yeah, syempre, may nagsabi sa akin na coach Sandy yata yun eh, na parang challenge niya ako na, kasi parang sinasabi niya, alam naman ng mga coaches na you can score. Show them naman na you can make your teammates look good, with assist and rebounding. So, yun, dinevelop ko rin yun para maging all-around player din ako. So, yeah, nakatulong din yun. Nakalaro.
Jeron, heading into the draft, 2017, naalala ko pa to eh. We, of course, as sports journalists, yung pinakausong article na lalabas before the rookie draft was yung kung sino yung tingin namin na maglaland dun sa mga certain spots.
Hilig nyo nga maganyan.
Oo, hilig talaga. Kailangan namin magsulat para kumita. So everyone had Christian Stanhardinger going first. Everyone had Kiefer Ravena going second. But maybe 90% of us had you going third. Tapos mag-uumpisa yung discussion sa fourth if would be Jason Perkins or si Raymar Jose. Ano yung expectations mo heading into that draft?
Well, syempre, first of all, like yung mindset ko na is kahit anong team mag-draft sa akin, I'll be happy. Kasi syempre, dream come true for me yun eh. Playing in the PBA. So kahit anong team, blessed pa rin ako. Pero sa mga options talaga yun, hindi ko na ninil ng iba. Ang ina-eye ko talaga Alaska. Dahil kasi syempre, dad ko naglaro for Alaska. Yung sinabi niya, maganda trato sa players dyan. Very well, very family-oriented dyan lahat. So, yun, hearing that from my dad, sa mga other options, ang ina-eye ko talaga sana madraft ako ng Alaska. And thankfully, draft ako ng Alaska.
Yun nga, parang you wanted to drop off from 3-4, mas gusto mo pa yung 5 talaga.
Oo, sa Alaska. Yeah.
I guess basag yung question ni Ma'am Joylyn Abanico dahil tinatanong sana niya, kung walang PBA draft, anong team sa PBA yung gusto mo sana mapagloran? But you just said, talagang Alaska yung target mo na at that time, di ba?
Yeah.
So, heading into that team for the first time, naramdaman mo ba talaga yung atmosphere na yon, yung pagka family-based, family-oriented nung Alaska franchise?
Yeah, I mean, pagka-draft sa akin, we all had dinner together. They invited my family. And yun, parang talaga. Tapos yung manager, si Boss Dicky, Salle yan pa. Tapos yung coaches, si Coach Alex, naging coach ko siya sa NBTC before nung high school.
Okay.
Nagdag pa si Coach Eric Altamirano, so I really felt at home with Alaska.
Yeah. And then you started off your career like a house on fire. Ang ganda ng mga nilaro mo in your first few games. But as usual in the PBA, lagi naman nating makikita, there are rookies who play well, but then pagtutuunan ka na ng pansin ng mga coaches na mga kabilang koponan.
Doon ka na sa scout di ba? Scouting bigla
Hitting that wall with teams now preparing for you, trying to figure out the best way to defend you. Gaano ka hirap to really push yourselves to get into that next level na kailangan mong mapuntahan?
Well, syempre, as tumatagal ako sa PBA, I mean, ang mentality ko talaga is I always have to improve on something. Dahil syempre, like what you guys said, may mga scouting yan. And I'm very optimistic, especially with Coach Jeff, kasi like he just allows the players. I mean, grabe siya mag-boost ng confidence ng players. With Coach Alex kasi parang medyo nag-struggle din ako sa, parang I felt like hindi na ako nag-fit sa system niya. So, yun, with Coach Jeff, parang binuboost lang din niya yung confidence ng players. Parang, yeah, so, yeah.
Looking at your numbers now that you're in the PBA or your previous numbers, college, as we mentioned kanina, you were one of the really better rebounding guards. 2-3 yung laro mo naman talaga, di ba? Kahit sa D-League, napatunayan mo na nga na nandun pa rin yung rebounding. Nagulat ka ba na pagdating sa PBA, big boy league na? Ang lalaki na ng tao, pero you've been rebounding really well even on this level. Desire ba yan, timing na pag-aralan, or talagang that's your game?
Siguro like, yung when I was struggling dun sa first few conferences ko, yun lang, parang I felt like, yun, wala akong masyadong opportunity. Like, kasi parang yung sa system kasi ni Coach Alex, yung position namin nasa corner 3 And never naman ako naging spot-up shooter. So, yun, parang inano ko na lang na I needed to look for another way to be more productive. So, inisip ko na lang, like, yun, to focus on rebounding dahil syempre, diba? I mean, rebounding, sipag din yan I mean, and it gives your team extra possession. So, yun, like, nag-focus talaga ako doon na kahit di ako maka-convert, I mean, di ako maka-score or something, like, tulong na lang ako sa rebounding dahil syempre Alaska medyo maliliit din. So, it helped me naman.
Another thing I love about your game is, kasi sa lahat na sabihin mo ng 80-90% ng mga bata ngayon, because of Steph Curry, because of James Harden, everybody goes for those really long threes. Ikaw parang may throwback binalik mo yung mid-range game. Absolutely love it. Yun yung mga dapat matutunan ng bata. The mid-range game, kilala ka dati pa bilang slasher, bilang somebody who just takes contact but still finishes at the rim, pero may konting mid-range na. Pagdating na sa D-League, dinagdagan mo yung mid-range. Dito sa PBA, nagagamit mo pa rin yung mid-range mo. How effective of a weapon is the mid-range?
I'm really na natualo sa game. Like, one-on-one workouts niya ako.
It doesn't get any better than that. Siguro kay Dick na lang yung better than Ritualo. Yun na lang yun sa level na yun
Yeah, pero ang gusto ko talaga work on yung 3 points din talaga. I mean, yeah, malaking factor talaga yung mid-range. But now, I'm really trying to work on my 3 points din naman para maging versatile din inside and outside.
May sarili ka bang court sa bahay na full size?
Di naman full, I mean, actual height talaga yung ring, pero yung width, hindi siya sobrang laki. Pero pwede na, not bad. So
yung 3-point shooting mo, top of the key tsaka wings lang, wala pang corner.
Wala lang corner.
Itong pandemic di ba? Yun yung mag-iisa magagawa mo
tough lang. Pero
Yeah,
laking bagay din kahit paano. I mean, hirap din 3 months, 4 months, walang basketball talaga at all. Mangangapa ka nun pagbalik. So,
Nakahawak ka man lang ng bola, malaking bagay na. May question dito si JP Antonio. Narinig natin yung welcome to the PBA moment ni Asi Taulava was courtesy of your dad. Ikaw naman daw, what was your welcome to the PBA moment?
Parang si Kelly Nabong siniko ako.
Naku, hindi na ako magsasalita. Ikaw, Carlo, tumawa. I'm not laughing. Si Carlo lang.
Parang one time na-stop ko ata. Parang pumalakpak lang ako. Tapos bigyan niya ako ng cheap shot. Although, nagulat nga ako sa harapan ng referee. So, nakita ng referee.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Ako naman, natawa na lang ako. Sabi ko, wow, extra points to.
Tanong naman sa atin ni si Joylyn ulit. Who's your favorite active PBA player?
Active PBA player.
When you were a kid, yung mga dati pa, may mga pinattern ka ba? When you were in grade school hanggang high school? Who were you patterning your game with?
Baka may mga naging teammates yung dad mo rin na naging idol mo, nakita mo up close and personal.
Wait, wala naman akong pinattern na game. Pero ang idol ko siguro before si James Yap talaga. Big game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very clutch talaga eh. And,
pwede pang yun yung sagot mo. Active pa si Big Game.
Yeah, active. Si Big Game James talaga. Kasi panahon ng dad ko, di pa na masyado napapanood eh. Batang-bata pa ako. Saka hindi pa ako into basketball that much eh.
Jeron, we all know in your very young PBA career, you've gone through a lot of adversity already. No, you were parted from the game, unfortunately.
Because of the incident.
Yeah, because of the incident, and then of course yung injury mo na naging problema rin for a prolonged amount of time. Parang gaano ka kagigil to just go back and play and really show everyone what you can do, because it's been a while since we've seen you like have a full confidence na nakapaglaro ka talaga with the minutes that you're getting, na maganda yung magiging performance mo.
Ako really excited talaga ako, so sana nga makabalik dahil syempre I really want to prove myself din dahil like what you said, yung incident na nangyari sa akin and yung injuries. So medyo nasa-stop talaga eh, and sana I'm praying sa next conference maging healthy ako and sana mapakita ko na yung game ko talaga.
I haven't gotten to talk to Coach Jeff personally, so hindi direct. Pero I've been reading stuff na Coach Jeff wants you to take on, even though with all due respect to your veterans, nandiyan pa rin sila Vic Manuel, sila JV, sila Sunny, wants you to take on more of a leadership role with this squad right now with the Alaska Aces. Are you ready for this challenge na talaga?
I think with Coach Jeff naman, he really challenges us all to be leaders eh. But I guess siguro since ako na yung isa sa mga, syempre ang dami namin rookies.
Yeah.
We have 4 rookies and may mga trades kami. So parang nag-end up ako na yung isa sa mga matatagal dun eh. So I guess siguro para to guide lang yung mga rookies especially, yung tagline namin na we not me, na para we're all in one page. So yun, lahat na yun. Lahat na natutunan ko sa mga older veterans ko before. Like, I'm just trying to pass it on sa mga younger guys. Parang, we're building a culture lang na, we all help out each other and parang we all take ownership of the team. Like, lahat kami maging leaders and responsible for the team's well-being.
Kung magkaroon naman sa inyo, kunwari sa mini camp nyo, ng bunong braso competition, arm wrestling competition, merong Vic Manuel, Hasselman, merong ikaw, at meron ding Abel Galigues. Sino man grabe yung braso nun parang hita.
Oo, baka si Abel Galigues yun mananalo na.
Grabe yun.
Actually, si Abel nga, siya yung leader namin everyday sa workouts namin. So, yun, challenge talaga niya kami lahat, pinupush niya kami. At syempre, parang hirap din, di ba, pang sa nakatamad sa bahay, pero pinupush niya talaga lagi kami to workout. And no joke din talaga yung mga workouts na ginagawa namin ngayon sa Alaska.
For a while kasi then, Alaska was known as a Calvin Abueva team. You guys, it's been a while now. You guys have been moving on. Pero what would be the new character of Alaska? We all know the we not me mentality. Pero what's the brand of basketball? Kasi dati yung Abueva iba eh. Alam mo yung brand na dinadala niya, nahahawa lahat eh. Kayo anong dadalhin niyo?
Siguro yung, yung playing together, I guess. Tsaka ngayon, like, parang lahat ng players, like, yung grabe yung confidence with Coach Jeff, like, binuboost talaga yung lahat ng moral. So, I guess sa team namin, like, anybody can go off. Yung parang, everybody will really contribute eh. So, kahit sino pwede mag-init. So, that's
kung sino mag-init, you just ride that guy. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Alam mo, Jeron, we're very excited to see the Alaska Aces play again because may mga magaganda kayong additions eh, 'di ba? From the last season, added Maverick Ahanmisi, ngayon meron kang Mike De Gregorio, you have good rookies like Markley Ebonia, si JC Marcelino, Ray Publico even in your squad as well. So a lot of younger talent mixing in with the boss, of course, Sonny Tosa as one of your veterans. Pero we all know that it's been a while since Alaska last won a championship. Matagal na rin talaga na huling makapanalo yung Alaska back in the 2013 Commissioner's Cup pa. For the younger ones, including yourself, does this weigh in on you na parang nadadala ka ba nung need to finally get that 15th championship na ang tagal nang hinihintay nung mga Alaska faithful?
Well, syempre kami talaga, like, we owe it to the franchise talaga because Alaska's been treating all of us really well.
Yeah.
They take care of us on and off the court. So parang we really owe it up to them to really give our best, to play our best, to help win a championship for Alaska, syempre. And sa fans din, of course, may mga very loyal fans ang Alaska. And, Alaska is one of the longest franchises in the PBA. So, we just try to always work hard each day to bring back the glory days of Alaska. And hopefully, sa next conference, lahat ng hard work namin, like, magbubunga sa next conference.
That class from your organization really starts all the way from the top kay Boss Fred Oitengsu, Yung trickle-down effect nun talagang ramdam na ramdam, aside from the family culture, yung class organization, nasa sa puso nyo yan,
Like, kasi si Boss Fred, what's nice about Boss Fred kasi, lahat ng mga lessons na binibigay sa amin, values, he leads by example. So he really shows it to us, yung integrity, parang yung having the right values, having strong core values and principles, like, ini-instill talaga niya sa amin, and, he leads by example talaga, and he all wants us to be, yun talaga, kay Boss Fred, parang lahat talaga with family. Like, he really cares for your family also. So, yeah.
At saka Magu, kung PBA player ka, kung professional athlete ka, tapos mas condition sa'yo yung team owner mo,
mahiya ka Mahiya ka na. Grabe pa rin si Boss Fred, nagtatriathlon pa rin.
Oo, condition pa yun.
Parang hindi talaga tumatanda eh. Parang if you see him celebrating the championships of Alaska and you see him now, it's like he hasn't aged a day. And it really reflects yung pananaw niyang ganun because lagi naming naririnig, Jeron, na pag Alaska player ka, ayaw mong may injure because you know that your trainers will really make you work to get back into health, even maybe harder than the active players para lang makabalik ka sa tamang condition.
Yeah, actually, yung maganda kay Boss Fred talaga like, lahat ng kailangan ng players well provided talaga. Because he himself is an athlete, so he knows what the athletes need. So, lahat, provide talaga niya. And, very hands-on din talaga siya sa amin. Every once in a while, like, even during this pandemic, he'd set up a meeting with everybody, kakamustahin lang niya kami. So, yun. Very hands-on din talaga si Boss Fred. And
yun yung Carlo because si Boss Fred nga is an athlete as well. Mas madali pumirma ng budget yun. Hindi magtatanong kailangan ba talaga to. Hindi. He knows what you guys see. Madali ng pirmahan yan.
At saka nakita rin natin when we had the Alaska reunion episode, no? Parang the players, sila Idol Jolas, and sila Coach Jeffrey Carriazo, requested that the show proceed with sila Master Gus and sila Docson because ganun lang kalalim yung relationship nila with the personnel, with the medical personnel who really helped out the Alaska franchise throughout these years.
Tsaka bilib din ako kila Doc Soon, kila Masta, kay Coach Mike. Kasi yung incident, yung na-stab ako, I thought I was out for the conference na eh. I mean, the doctors told me na malabo na ilang months yan. Pero tinaga talaga nila everyday. Alam ko, nakabalik pa ako nun eh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nagulat nga si Coach Alex one time, like after me, like, tumira ako ng 3 points. Parang shumut, parang, pwede ka na pala shumut. Sabi ko, parang gulat nga ako dahil like, winner out talaga, nakagalaw agad eh. I mean, so, very bilib talaga ako sa medical team namin sa Alaska. Fortunate kami, mga players na to have those guys to take care of us.
Si Mang Tom, di mo na inabot eh, no? Sayang.
Hindi na. Wala na.
Rapid fire questions tayo from our Facebook Live. Tinatanong ni Seth Alabado, who's your favorite Alaska player of all time?
Hirap yun.
Dami kasi.
Maraming Alaska great eh. Si Coach Jeff.
Yun na yung sagot mo, JT. Coach Jeff na.
Mag-Coach Jeff ka na. Playing time yan, playing time.
Pero siguro with my personal experience, siguro dahil naging teammate ko si Kuya Sonny. Kasi grabe leader talaga siya and super bait niya sa amin, mga rookies. And everyday siya yung pinakamaaga sa practice talaga. Grabe siya mag-extrovert. Even at his age and at his time of his career, very hardworking pa rin siya. So, bilib ako kay Kuya Sonny.
And this conference was reportedly or supposed to be the boss's last conference in the PBA. Pareho si Sitaw Lava and PJ Simon, no? So it would have been a fitting send-off, ano? Yung sinasabi mo nga, ang ganda na nung chemistry ng team nyo. You would have really competed this tournament, ha?
Actually, I mean, mga players tsaka management for sure, di pa ready. Pero si Kuya Sonny, parang gusto talaga nila eh. Pero kami, syempre, we all want Kuya Sonny in the team kasi kahit him being present there lang, laking bagay talaga eh.
Alam mo, baka maging blessing in disguise to sa hiling nyo dahil nakapagpahinga ng 4 months eh. Syempre, mamimiss mo yung basketball eh. Baka may iba timpla. We'll see as we go along.
Kahit nga si Asi, parang gustong pahabain pa, parang na-refresh eh.
Ready na si Tito Asi nung nakaraan pero biglang na-miss bigla yung game eh, iba eh. Kala nyo yung mga bata na-miss yung game, lalo na yung mga veterans mas miss bigla. Ito kay David Joshua Monta, sino ang parang pag binabantayan ka, na-challenge ka o pinaka-nahihirapan ka? Sino ang pinaka-ayaw mong nagbabantay sa'yo?
Sa PBA?
Hindi pwedeng si Chris Newsom, nag-game winner ka rin dun eh.
Linis ng memory, grabe.
Siguro, best defender, baka si Ping Eximeniano na. I mean, teammate ko siya dati sa Alaska and everyday talaga, parang walang days na hindi siya aggressive talaga sa defense. And
makulit talaga magbantay si Eximeniano, no?
Oo, tsaka talaga siya eh, mabigat din talaga siya. Akala mo, mabilis mas mabigat, so hirap din talaga siya iwanan.
Ito, may question si Louie kay Karamihan. Favorite NBA player, JT?
Ano-date na ba? 7 days, 8 days? 8 days na lang, no? Lapit na. Favorite NBA player?
Russell Westbrook ako. Yeah. Tapos OKC fan talaga ako ever since eh. So, Russell Westbrook, pero ngayon si SGA, si Gilgeous Alexander.
Kapipirma lang sa Converse yata, no? May bago sapatos eh, si SGA.
Saka nanalo yung Dallas sa Lakers pala, no, Magu?
Ano na? Nanalo kanina, scrimmage. Wala, Major League Baseball pinanood ko, totoo na eh. Ito, scrimmage pala.
Highlight na ng buong season ko yun.
MLB muna tayo.
Oo, Dallas, bro. Ano naman daw? Toughest player to guard.
Yung ikaw naman
magbabantay. Kung si Eximeniano yung toughest defender, yung toughest player to guard naman.
Definitely for me, Stanley Pringle. Hirap din talaga si Salle. I mean,
ang daming sumasagot na stand, no?
Iwo one-on-one ka talaga. Para mapapahiya ka. Tsaka syempre yung crowd pa ng Hinebra pag naiiwanan ka. Good shot.
Habang bumabagsak ka na ankle breaker ka, nadidinig mo rin. Oh!
Pero si Stanley talaga, galing. One-on-one, lahat. Kahit saan siya ilagay, he can really score a few.
May questions ka pa, Magu?
Mga NBA, pwede rin naman. Sinong...
NBA Finals matchup daw. Ano yung tingin mo magiging Finals matchup?
Lakers-Bucks.
Yeah.
Tama, Bucks pa rin.
Bucks
pa rin yung Bucks. A lot of people are writing off the Bucks. I don't know why.
Bakit?
They're a young enough team to play every other day, man. Diba?
Sino maglalaro sa East?
Wala, ano na lang eh. Philly na lang kalaban nila dun eh. Toronto, without Kawhi, mahirapan.
Boston's healthy. And then, pwede rin Miami. Jeron, sino daw ang GOAT mo ng PBA and NBA? And why? Si David. David ulit yung nagtanong.
GOAT ko sa PBA si Junmar. Dahil syempre, 5 PBA.
6 na.
6 na, sorry, 6. And kahit yung mga game plans namin, lahat kay Junmar, score pa rin. So, grabe talaga. I mean, he should be the GOAT talaga for me. Although, hindi ko napapanood yung mga iba, like what I said, yung panahon ng dad ko, hindi ko napapanood. Sa NBA naman, baka Jordan. Yeah,
pa rin.
Six championships.
All right. I think we're all out of questions, Jeron. Thank you so much for joining us. Natuwa kaming nakapagkwentuhan tayo amidst this lockdown. And again, personally, as a basketball fan, I really hope that you get to play very soon and play consistently because, I mean, ang dami nang nawalang oras ni Jeron Teng in his PBA career, in your PBA career.
In his young PBA career.
Yep. And we're hopeful that you get into that kind of rhythm and really show your true potential with the Alaska Aces.
Thank you, Sir Carlos and Magu, for having me.
Yeah, kasi we've seen the flashes of brilliance.
Yeah.
We just want to prove all of these other people wrong that this guy belongs on this stage and you can do your thing. Once we get restarted, we know you can do your thing.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, Jeron, just a quick message to the Alaska fans out there.
To all the Alaska fans and to all the PBA fans, and sana like kayong safe and hopefully sana makabalik yung PBA para may mapanood ulit kayo tsaka may malibangan kayo. Pero stay safe, don't go out, and just keep on praying. Thank you.
And on that note, we will end this episode of 2OT on Facebook Live. Tomorrow, we'll have another episode at 4:20 p.m. Sasamahan naman tayo ni JP Eram, the newest member of the TNT Katropa. So until then, for
that's going to be Carlo, that's going to be episode 50.
Oh, wow.
2OT Live Quarantine episode 50. Mula na nagsimula quarantine, episode 50 na tayo bukas.
Congrats, guys.
Pala tayo. Thank you, JT. Ako po si Carlo Pamentuan. He's Magumar John. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again tomorrow.